And as Council knows, we are presently working on a traffic safety book that is going to be distributed to every home in the city of Mississauga this year. And as a matter of fact, we have had several meetings. I have one this afternoon that we're getting down to the final stages of reviewing the copy and starting to work on the graphic design for that particular book. It's going to be quite an extensive bit of information, and I can assure you that MADD and the safe driving programs are very, very much highlighted in that, and that is going to, it's fairly extensive costs that we have allocated out of our safe driving and traffic safety budgets, and we felt that this is something that we needed to do to get it in every single household. Through various committees, subcommittees of the Safe Driving Committee, we have worked with the, on the driver distraction subcommittee, has worked with representatives from MADD as well to ensure that the driver distraction card, which is in every license bureau now, license office, I believe in the city of Mississauga. I know they've agreed that they would take them. I'm not sure if all of them have posted them. They're certainly in every library and community center. As far as you know, the comment about Mississauga's elected officials need to set a better example. Well, I think we, I'm going to speak for myself here. I don't, I'm not going to speak for anyone else on council, but if I'm going to be driving, I don't drink. I have a designated driver, usually my husband, if I'm going to an event. And, you know, I think we do set a good example. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and sit on a committee that talks about safe driving and all of the programs that we put forward and then go out and drive aggressively or after I've had even one drink. So I'm very insulted, quite honestly, by this statement. I've never ended up in a ditch or a swamp, and I don't know anyone on council who has. And you know, coming clean publicly, well, I guess I'll come clean publicly and say that, you know, I can certainly stand up here and say that this doesn't apply. But, you know, I mean, this politicians getting away with something. Politicians do not get away with things. Read the newspapers. Quite the opposite. You know, there was a Brampton politician quite a few years ago who was arrested by Peel Regional Police for drinking and driving, and he lost his license for at least 1 year, it might have been 2. And that was Peel Regional Police. It was a Peel, not a Peel Regional politician, it was a Brampton City politician. That's right. You know, I believe there was the mayor in York was in the newspaper quite a bit for getting vehicular issues, and he was certainly fined. And you know, the police have issued speeding tickets. There have been elected politicians receive speeding tickets, parking tickets, if they, you know, end up breaking the law in that way, which we shouldn't be doing, but you know, it happens. So you know, there's nobody getting away with anything. And I think we need to clean the. It's a great opportunity to have to clear the slate and make these statements. But I really, you know, I would hazard that if you asked anyone from MADD, including our representative, especially our representatives on Safe Driving Committee, does the City of Mississauga support MADD, that it would be a resounding yes, they do. So perhaps instead of just, you know, jumping to conclusions, maybe ask the people that are doing the programs and look at the programs that are being offered and get the answers that way.
Councillor Mahoney.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. And by way of clarification, the annual Crime Prevention Awards, those figures are put together by the Mississauga Crime Prevention, which deals with criminal activity in our city with the police. Safe driving they work with safe driving. There's a representative of Mississauga Crime Prevention on the Safe Driving Committee. So while Mississauga Crime Prevention Association are very concerned at all times times about the activities of safe driving and driving while impaired and all of those issues. We are very confident that the Safe Driving Committee, which is part of the City of Mississauga, made up of a number of volunteer members, including MADD and the Trucking Association and many other associations and citizen volunteers. Mississauga Crime Prevention is very aware that that issue is being dealt with very well, and Mississauga Crime Prevention does have a representative on that committee so that we all know what is going on at all times. So in fact, if there are gaps, those gaps can be covered by the appropriate organizations. So that is an answer to that. While they're tied, they're two separate issues. Crime prevention is criminal activity and that sort of thing. I think while Councillor Sato speaks on behalf of herself, I think I can speak on behalf of my colleagues also in this. Most of us are parents, as well as I think we would suggest that we were parents before we were politicians. And as parents, certainly we set the example while raising our children to suggest that that you always call home or that you never get in a car with a... Sorry, Mr. Barber, I saw a little bit of a sarcastic look there.
I would prefer to hear
sorry,
the individual members state
sorry.
their position.
Well, I'll speak on behalf of myself, but I'm sure my colleagues will repeat what I say, that as a parent and as an individual and as a responsible person, I would never condone anyone, myself or my children or my spouse, climbing into a car after drinking and driving. I've never been charged. I don't think I have any points. I think I might have had a speeding ticket once, and that was pretty dumb. I've never lost any points. So yeah, I have all my points. It is not an acceptable behavior in this day and age. It is something that as parents, we from the cradle up, teach our children that you never climb and get in a car while you've been drinking or with someone behind the wheel who's been drinking. So, Mr. Barber, be careful. You're getting close to slanderous here. Stop accusing individuals of things that you have no proof, no knowledge.
Yes, I do.
And well, if you do, then there's another avenue which you need to pursue it with. You don't pursue it here by publicly making accusations. If you want to follow up on that, then I suggest you contact the police. I, for one, have never been charged. No one in my family has. I'm sure if the others do wish to speak, which I'm not sure that we have a lot of other business to do today, but just be sure that the matter of MADD and the matter of drinking and driving is all being very well included in the business that we conduct in this city.
It is getting worse.
Sorry, Mr. Barber, you were received, your report was received. This is not a debate. This is now the opportunity for council to comment.
Would you like to go on the record, Hazel?
Sorry. I will be happy to go on the record.
No?
You can check to see if I have ever been
No,
charged.
would you...
In fact, I know you have already checked. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You've
it's an
already
affirmative.
checked and you got the answer.